We're talking all of the games today. You guys ready? Here we go. Hey guys, it's Joe. Sorry we're a little bit late. This is Pocket with Joe. 9 minutes late to start the show today, but we're going to go over all of these 13 games today. I'm excited. Big shout out to Ben already jumping in the YouTube comments. Remember, everyone watching on TikTok, if you want to comment, come on over to YouTube and comment there. Too hard to comment on a TikTok. Gil, welcome to the show. Let's make some freaking money. You're right. Let's go. It's going to be a great day. Let's start the first game. Carolina Hurricanes taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning. This one kicks off at 7 o'clock Eastern. Not sure why I thought 9 for a second there. We have the Carolina Hurricanes and the Tampa Bay Lightning both sitting around -110 on that money line. Now we have a total of 6.5 in this matchup. Strong teams in this one. We have the Carolina Hurricanes rolling in here, 6-2-1 on the season. 3-6 though on that puck line, 2-4 on the puck line on the road, trending to that under nicely. Now Frederik Andersen expected in goal for them. He's got a 2.64 goals against average. This team defensively is nice and strong, only allowing 2.78 goals per game and 26.2 shots on goal. Playing against the Tampa Bay Lightning now, Andrei Vasilevskiy expected. He's got a 2.88 goals against average. This team is averaging 3.2 goals per game and 31 shots on goal and only allowing 3.1 and 30.5. So when we look at these two teams, we definitely have Carolina coming in here with the stronger defense. Both of these goaltenders completely solid. Offensively, these teams are about the same. We do see Carolina averaging 3.11. But they're getting more shots on goal. They're going to be flying on Vasilevskiy tonight, averaging 36.2 shots on goal, which is 5th overall in the league. Now, we have seen the Canes struggle in Tampa, going 4-14 in the last 18 meetings. They've won, though, their last 8 games coming in off of overtime. The Lightning are rolling hot. You guys have won their last 3. Carolina's won their last 2. So where am I going with this one? Well, if I had to take a side, I think Carolina, sort of with what we've seen out of them defensively, has the edge. And I think with these goaltending situation here that we have in this one, we have to look at the under. The under 6.5, I think, is the best way to take this one. I think we have a lower scoring defensive battle. And because I like that, that's why I'm leaning towards the Carolina Hurricanes. I do think the under 6.5 is the strongest way to go with this. We see strong trends to that under as well, with the under being a 17-5 and 1 in those last 23 meetings overall. And in Tampa, they've gone 9-2 in the last 11 to that under. So give me the under in this one with a lean on the Carolina Hurricanes to get the win. Shout out to Matt. Thank you for being here every day, Matt, as well as Mike. Everyone here. I am seeing so many solid faces, and I'm reading solid when I said that. You guys, thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Vasilevskiy is absolutely solid. We've got 2 fantastic goalies here. We know Frederik Andersen has let some shots in a couple, but I think both these goalies are solid. The 6.5 is definitely where we want to go with this one. Thank you, Benjamin, for joining me here today. Like I said, I appreciate you guys. I see the comments coming in on TikTok as well. If you want to comment and interact, make sure you head on over to YouTube. It's so much easier for me to interact there with you guys. The second game on the board, 7 p.m. Eastern as well. I can't wait to see this one. We have the Vegas Golden Knights taking on the Ottawa Senators. Now, Vegas coming in here so strong. We're getting them here at -140 on that money line. And I love it. They're 9-2 on the season, 4-1 on the road. They've been strong on that puck line, going 4-1 on the puck line on the road, 7-4 on the puck line overall. Now, this team is trending so solidly to that under, There's no way, there's any other way I can go thinking Vegas is really going to dominate this one defensively. They're only allowing 1.73 goals per game. That's first overall in the league. They're limiting teams to 28.3 shots on goal. Logan Thompson expected here for them in goal. He's got a 1.73 goals against average. Now this team is averaging 3.18 goals per game and 33.7 shots on goal. They're facing the Ottawa Senators, who have lost their last 3 games. I know Vegas has won their last 5. I'm not stepping in front of that momentum. A lot of people say they're due for that loss. I'm not stepping in front of them. They've been too strong against Ottawa. I don't think this is the time that they let themselves down here. They're 4-0 in their last 4 meetings in Ottawa. Now, we also look at the Ottawa Senators. Their last 6 games at home as an underdog, they've lost those. Anton Forsberg coming in here for the Ottawa Senators. Now, I do like what I've seen out of Forsberg. He has a 3.18 goals against average. This team, though, is allowing the shots on goal. They're allowing 34.6 shots on goal defensively. With them allowing this many shots on goal, I really do think this will be a hard one for them to stop Vegas. I'm just hoping Vegas doesn't score too many goals to get us over, but I don't think they will. I think the under 6.5 is a solid way to go with this, but Vegas on that money line is a great way to go. Strong trends to that under as well, with the Vegas Golden Knights going under in their last 5 games. Sorry, in 5 of their last 6 games following a win, trended to that under. They're also 4-0-1 in their last 5 games, playing on 1 day's rest. The Senators coming in, playing strong to that under versus winning teams above 600, going 4-1. So it's going to be a good one, you guys. I think Vegas comes out and wins it. Vegas on the puck line is a great way to look here. We know how strong they have been on that puck line, but I don't think I'm going to take it tonight. I like the minus 140. I think that's not too high, but shop those lines. Head on over to BetStamp. You might be able to get better value over there. Over at BetStamp, use referral code Madden. That would be great, and you're doing yourself a favor over there, you guys. Let's look at the next game on the board. We've got so many. We got 13 games on the board, and there are some dogs in here that I'm really liking. The third game we're going to talk is the Washington Capitals taking on the Detroit Red Wings. Now, we've got 2 solid goalies coming out tonight. We've got the Capitals coming in as a favorite at minus 125, plus 104 for the Red Wings at home. Now, this is a low total. We've got a total that has dropped from 6.5 down to 6. And I still think we go under this total. Between Kemper and Husso coming out here in goal for these 2 teams, Kemper has a 2.39 goals against average, Husso 2.4. Now, the Red Wings defense really needs to help out a little bit here. They are allowing that average of 3.56 and 35.2 shots on goal. What we've seen out of the Capitals defensively, they've been solid, only allowing that average of 2.82 and 32.6 shots on goal. Now, they have lost their last 4 games following overtime. I'm a little leery, but I do think we have stronger trends for the Capitals versus the Red Wings. They have owned this matchup. I just hope they don't have too tired of legs today. In this one, they are 6-0 in their last 6 meetings in Detroit. They're also 19-7 in the last 26 meetings overall. So I really do think the Capitals come out here, get the win, as long as these legs aren't too tired. But I do think the best way to go with this one is a lower scoring game. Okay, the under is also 4-1 in those last 5 meetings. Big shout out to everyone again in the comments. Victor, welcome to the show. Mike, I'm glad you agree. Vegas definitely does have it. First periods for both Lightning and Canes to score. I do like that. Both of those teams able to score. We know those goalies are strong, though. It's not going to hit it. Let's definitely make some bread today. Okay. Let's move on to the next matchup. This game is going to be electric with the Boston Bruins taking on the New York Rangers. This is in the Garden. I wish I could be at this game tonight. You guys, if you're watching any game, put this one on your TV. The New York Rangers rolling in here at minus 137 on the money line. We got a total of 6. Boston, plus 114. They've won their last 6 games. The New York Rangers have won their last 3. Allmark expected for the Boston Bruins. Now he has a 2.2 goals against average. Igor Shesterkin expected for the New York Rangers. He's got a 2.22 goals against average. The Boston Bruins, so strong offensively, averaging 4.4 goals per game, 35.7 shots on goal. Now the Rangers aren't getting the kind of goals that the Bruins are, averaging that 2.91. This team is an incredible team on both sides of the puck. They are averaging 36.5 shots on goal. Now, Boston defensively is phenomenal. We know this team. Boston has never been known for their offensive side of the puck. It's been their defense, and their defense really is playing killer as well as offensively this season. So strong on both sides, only allowing an average of 2.6 goals per game, which is 5th overall, and 31.7 shots on goal. Now, the New York Rangers, phenomenal defensively as well, allowing 2.73 and 28.3 shots on goal. So they're limiting those shots. We see the Bruins, they've been strong in New York, but I don't think that they win this one. I hate to do it, but I'm going to step in front of the Boston Bruins here. I think the New York Rangers get this one done at home. They won their last 6 as a favorite versus the Boston Bruins. While the Bruins do have strong trends in New York, when the Rangers are the favorite, they've won those last 6. So I can't step in front of that trend. I think it's too solid. I think the Rangers get a nice win here. We've got Allmark and Igor Shesterkin expected in goal for these two teams. With these two goalies in, I absolutely have to take the under 6 in this one. Each of the Rangers' last 9 games against Eastern Conference opponents have gone under the total, and between these two, they are 10-3 in their last 13 meetings to the under and 5-1 in their last 6 meetings in New York to that under. Give me a lower scoring game here in New York with the New York Rangers pulling off the win. I know it's so hard to get in to step in front of this Boston Bruins team, but I am going to have to do it. I know they're hot. Go Bruins, but not betting it. It's a hard one, you guys. It really is. That plus money with Boston, you know I absolutely love that, but I don't know if I can get there. Okay, I got to go with the New York Rangers. Let's look at the next one on the board. This is one where I really do think the dogs are barking. We're looking at the Montreal Canadiens taking on the Winnipeg Jets. Now, Sam Montembeault expected in goal for the Montreal Canadiens. Actually, I think he is confirmed. He's got a 2.32 goals against average. Connor Hellebuck expected for the Winnipeg Jets. Now, he has been phenomenal. He's kept them in games that I thought the Winnipeg Jets should have lost. I'm loving what I'm seeing out of him so far this season. He's got a 2.41 goals against average. Both of these teams are coming in averaging just under 3 goals per game. They're both getting under 30 shots on goal each game. And they're both pretty similar, in my opinion, with the shots on goal similar that they're allowing. Montreal coming in here allowing 32.3. The Winnipeg Jets allowing 33.4. The Jets defense allowing 2.78 goals per game, and Montreal's allowing 3.1. So just a little higher here. Montreal has played the Winnipeg Jets so strong, going 5-2 in the last 7 meetings. I don't think this is one of the games that the Jets win. I think there's no value here on the Jets. We look at them minus 215 on that money line, plus 178 for the Montreal Canadiens. They are going to play Winnipeg tight tonight. The Canadiens are 6-2 in their last 8 versus teams with winning records. We know they step up in games like this. I'm going to take the Montreal Canadiens straight up on the money line at plus 176. I just think there's way too much value here. It's screaming value. It's screaming that Montreal is barking and could get the win tonight. Now, when we look at the Jets, one thing I am liking is I think Sam Montembeault will have a solid game. I'm looking for the Jets team total. I think this is a lower scoring one, even though these two teams trend to that over. I'm looking at the Jets team total under 3.5. I think there's value there. If the Jets come out and have a solid game, I don't see them still getting more than 3 goals in this one. So the under 3.5 is -116 in this game. You guys, I love all of your comments rolling in here on YouTube. Thank you so much. Make sure you drop comments below this video as well. Let me know who you're liking, who you're betting in these games. But I really appreciate you guys joining me here on Pocket with Joe. Montreal and Winnipeg over 1.5 in the first period. You know, I don't love it because I really do think Hellebuck has been so strong. I think Montembeault has to stand on his head tonight for Montreal to pull this off. I'd be looking at the under 1.5 in that first period. Let's look at the next game on the board here. This is going to be another good one. We have the New York Islanders taking on the St. Louis Blues. Now, the Islanders come in here at +100 on the road. We got a total of 6, -120 for the St. Louis Blues. Sorokin is expected in goal for the Islanders. He has been strong. Jordan Binnington expected for the St. Louis Blues. I love Binnington. I know his goals against average is a little bit higher at 3.27, but I think he is a solid goalie. Now, both of these teams are strong teams. The New York Islanders have won their last 4. We've seen the St. Louis Blues not playing well as of late. Lost their last 5. I didn't expect this out of them. They're at home in this one. A lot of people are expecting them to bounce back. Now, the home team advantage, home ice advantage has been big between these two teams, going 5-0 in the last 5 meetings. We've seen the Islanders struggle in St. Louis, going 3-7 in the last 10. I'm not buying into it. I think the Islanders come out here too strong. I think Sorokin is going to be phenomenal in this one. The Islanders average 3.6 goals per game and 33 shots on goal. They only allow 2.5 goals per game defensively and 31.6. I think the St. Louis Blues are shooting themselves in the foot defensively, allowing 3.75 goals per game and 31.4 shots. I'm going to take the Islanders +100. I couldn't believe we're getting them +100 here. When I look at this total, I would be looking at the Islanders team total. I'm going to pull it up here right as we do this because I haven't got what that is. My book had locked a couple of these games before. Yeah, so we're getting the Islanders team total over 2.5 at -140. I do really like that. I know we're paying some juice here, but I think it is worth the juice to take them over 2.5 at -140. Put that down. It's going to be a good game, you guys. Can't trust the Blues struggles. I completely agree. You cannot. Islanders are rolling hot as well. Coyotes. Yeah, we'll get to the Coyotes game in just a minute, you guys. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe over on YouTube. I really appreciate you guys. Okay, next game on the board. 8 o'clock Eastern. We have the Seattle Kraken taking on the Minnesota Wild. Wild coming in here -176 here on the money line, total of 6.5. Martin Jones expected for the Seattle Kraken. He's got a 3.09 goals against average. Marc-Andre Fleury coming in here expected for the Wild. He's got a 3.33. You guys know I've said it, until this Wild team can show me that they can trend nicer to that under than the over, I'm not going to trust their defense right now. They're allowing an average of 3.6 and 31.8 shots on goal. Seattle Kraken allowing that 3.45 goals per game and 27.4 shots on goal. They are doing a stronger against getting those block shots than the Wild are. At 27.4, that's fantastic. It's 3rd overall in the league, but goaltending-wise, their goalies are letting them down here. I have to take the over 6.5 just because I can't trust the Wild to come out here and shut down the Seattle Kraken, not allow them to score goals. Now, because I'm thinking that, and because I can't trust the Wild on the puck line, they're 1-4 on the puck line at home. I don't find value in taking a side here. If you take Seattle plus the 1.5, you're getting no value. If you take the Wild, I can't trust them to cover that puck line. So I think the only way I could bet this would be the over. We have seen the Wild strong. They're 9-1 in their last 10 versus the Pacific and 8-1 in their last 9 in a 4-6 situation. So I do think they get this win, but I can't take them here on that puck line because I don't think they cover the puck line. So the Wild on the money line for a parlay situation would be the only way I would trust it. I wouldn't trust it straight up. Okay, you guys, on to the next one. We have the LA Kings taking on the Chicago Blackhawks. I can't wait for this game. Minus 184. I can't wait for all of these games, you guys. There's not many games that I don't like watching on the ice. The Kings coming in here off a loss. Now, Chicago's coming in here off 4 losses. Jonathan Quick expected for the LA Kings. He's got 3.44 goals against average. Sonderblom expected for the Chicago Blackhawks, 3.1. We know the Chicago Blackhawks lost Seth Jones. I think this is a huge issue defensively, although we didn't see it in the last game, which I was really shocked by. We had the next man up really step up in that situation, but I don't think they can do this against the Kings. I think the Kings roll hot in this one. I think we have a higher scoring game. I'm going to go over the 6.5. What I do like better, though, is the Kings team total. We take that over 3.5. For the Kings to get this win, they have to outscore the Chicago Blackhawks, of course, at over 3.5. It's plus 104. I absolutely love it. The Kings so strong in a 3 and 4 day situation game, going to that over in their last 4 in this situation. Blackhawks are 6-2 in their last 8 to the over overall as well. So give me the over 6.5. Give me the LA Kings team total over 3.5. There's no value on the Kings here on the money line at minus 184. Do I like them on the puck line? 5-2 on the road on that puck line. There is, let's see what the value is again on that. I didn't write it down here in my notes. LA Kings. Yeah, my book has locked me out of the puck line. I have no clue why, you guys. I think they might be adjusting some lines here. So if the puck line is giving you more than plus 120 on the minus 1.5, I would jump on it for sure. You guys, I love seeing all of your comments in here. Let's go, Kings. You are so right. Next game on the board, we've got a couple more games. We've got like 5 more games to go over, you guys. We have the Nashville Predators taking on my Calgary Flames. Okay, thank you for grabbing that. The Kings on the puck line. That would be minus 1.5 at plus 145. You guys, I love it. I think the Kings come out and have a phenomenal night. Okay, so the Nashville Predators and the Calgary Flames. This is at 9 o'clock Eastern tonight. The Preds coming in here, plus 176 on the money line, minus 215 for the Calgary Flames, total of 6.5. Now, I already see people saying the Calgary Flames on the puck line. They're 2-5 on that puck line at home. I can't trust them here on that puck line. 3-5 on the puck line overall. We have the Nashville Predators struggling on that puck line as well. 2-8 on the puck line, struggling on the season, going 3-6. 0-4 on that puck line on the road. Saros expected in goal for the Nashville Predators. He's got a 3.17 goals against average. Markstrom for the Calgary Flames, 2.6. And defensively, pretty solid on both. Calgary allowing 3.13 and 27.4 shots on goal. Nashville Predators averaging or allowing 3.5 and 32.4 shots on goal. Now, Nashville comes in here only averaging 2.6 goals per game. Calgary dominating, averaging 3.5. Nashville's lost their last 6 as an underdog, you guys. They are 1-6 in their last 7 games on the road. So right away, you look at Calgary. Well, I don't know if I can trust them. I'm going to be honest with you. Something is telling me that the Nashville Predators come out and just dominate over Calgary today. The Predators keep doing this to us. They are a thorn in Calgary's side. The Preds are 4-1 in the last 5 meetings. They're also 5-1 in the last 6 meetings in Calgary. I don't feel good about this game at all for Calgary fans, including myself. I think the Predators probably walk away with the win. You can take the Predators plus 1.5 on that puck line at minus 140. I do think there's value there. You can sprinkle on that money line if you're feeling the same way as me, that Calgary just has this problem beating the Predators. If you think they can get things turned back around, it's plus 176. I do think there's value, even though it really hurts me to say that. So you guys, I just need one sip of water. I'm just reading these comments. Yeah, Saros is not having a good start to the season at all. He really needs to come out stronger in this. He is a good goalie, but he is having some struggles. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. Let's talk about the next game here. We have the New Jersey Devils taking on the Edmonton Oilers. This is going to be a fantastic game. I've gone back and forth with this game. The Devils coming in here at plus 128, Edmonton minus 154, and we got a total of 7. Now, the Devils are hot this season. They are 7-3, 3-1 on the road. They're 6-4 on that puck line. 3-1 on the puck line on the road. Edmonton, 7-3, 6-4 on that puck line. Sound familiar? 4-3 on the puck line at home. So both of these teams playing so solid. Both of these teams trending to the over. We've got a total of 7 here. I'm not sure. I love the number of 7. I think we might get the push at 7. But I do lean on Edmonton to come out and get the win. I hate stepping in front of the Devils because I do think they're such a solid team, especially coming in off the 1 day's rest. They're 4-1 in their last 5 on that 1 day's rest. But they have struggled in Edmonton. So I can't get past their struggles in Edmonton. This Devils team, I believe, the Devils team is playing a hard schedule. Vancouver and then Edmonton, and then they go to Calgary, and then they go back home to face Calgary again. This is a hard thing to do. We saw the Buffalo Sabres pull it off. We've seen other teams fall flat on their face. Skinner is expected for Edmonton. So here's my rationality. If Skinner is in goal and not Jack Campbell, I think the Edmonton Oilers win it and limit New Jersey's ability to get those goals. Skinner has got a 1.59 goals against average. I think he's a better goalie than Jack Campbell. I can't trust Jack Campbell in goal for the Edmonton Oilers. So depending on who comes in here as the confirmed goalie is going to be how I bet this game. Right now, because we know we expect Blackwood in goal for the New Jersey Devils. He's got a 2.67 goals against average, but I do think Edmonton will score on him today. I think their ability, especially in their top couple of lines, is too strong. So I like their team total over 3.5. Until I know which goalie is actually confirmed, I won't take a side. But on the money line, it's still too high at minus 154. So I think Edmonton comes out and gets the win. I do think this is over 3.5 for the Edmonton Oilers. Now, if it's Jack Campbell in goal, take the over for the full game. Take the over 7. The next game on the board, we got 3 games left, you guys. The Anaheim Ducks taking on the Vancouver Canucks. Now the Ducks rolling in here as the dog on the road. Skinner is confirmed. So take Edmonton's team total over 3.5. Don't take the game over. I'm worried about the Devils' ability to get the puck in the back of the net for Skinner. Okay, so the Anaheim Ducks taking on the Vancouver Canucks. The Canucks coming in here at minus 172. Here on the money line, coming in off a loss. The Ducks plus 142. Total 6.5. Now the Ducks have won their last 2 games. John Gibson expected in goal. He's got a 4.23 goals against average. Spencer Martin for the Vancouver Canucks at 2.44. He's confirmed. Now, I look at these 2 teams. Defensively, these teams are not doing much out on the ice. The Ducks defense is allowing an average of 4.3 goals per game and 37.9 shots on goal. And the Vancouver Canucks allowing 4 and 33 shots on goal. Right away, even though these teams trend to that under, playing against each other with 17 of the last 27 meetings going under. I got to take the over. I think this is a high scoring one, although the Ducks offensively just aren't getting those goals. I think this is one where they have to against this defense here of the Vancouver Canucks. I think this one goes over the total. And I think the Ducks have every ability to roll in here and get another win. I like the Ducks plus 142. So I'm going to take the Anaheim Ducks plus 142 on the money line. The Ducks are 25-10 in the last 35 meetings versus the Vancouver Canucks. They're also 4-0 in the last 4 meetings in Vancouver. And each of those last 4 meetings against the Vancouver Canucks, the Ducks have been the underdog and have made us money. So this is gonna be a good one. Spencer Martin, yeah, Spencer Martin is confirmed in goal for the Vancouver Canucks. I don't see him holding up here. I think the Ducks, yeah, quack, quack. The Ducks are quacking. So give me the Ducks to keep rolling. I didn't really think I'd say that, winning the last 2 now on their 3rd one. The next game, this is going to be a good one too. The Dallas Stars taking on the Arizona Coyotes. The Ducks, I was just reading a TikTok comment, Ducks, they're laughing, take the Jets. I can't see it. Okay, so Dallas taking on Arizona. Dallas coming in here as a large favorite at minus 235 here. We see lots of money coming in on the Stars in this one. The Arizona Coyotes plus 190. They're 3-5 on the season, 3-0 on that puck line at home, 5-4 on the puck line overall. Dallas rolling in here at 6-3-1 on the season, 3-2 on the road on that puck line. Scott Wedgwood expected in goal for the Dallas Stars. Connor Ingram confirmed for the Arizona Coyotes. He's got a 3.67 goals against average. When I look at these teams, the problem with the Coyotes is their defense, allowing an average of 4 goals per game and 37.2 shots on goal. We see the Stars defense just so strong, only allowing an average of 2.3 goals per game and 31.1 shots on goal. This team is coming out so hot offensively, averaging 3.3 and 30 shots on goal versus the Arizona Coyotes, who are only averaging 2.89 and 22.3 shots on goal. They're limited on their shots. They're allowing the shots on goal. I cannot take the Arizona Coyotes here, even on the puck line. I know you guys won't like that. I know there's some of you already calling for the Coyotes here. I'm taking the Dallas Stars to cover the puck line at minus 1.5 at plus 110. I think they come out and dominate in this one. Stars have been just so strong versus Arizona, going 5-2 in those last 7 meetings. So I can't get away from the Stars. I'm going to take them to cover the puck line, even with Scott Wedgwood expected in goal, not Ottinger. The last game on the board is the Florida Panthers taking on the San Jose Sharks. This one is at 10:30 Eastern. We have the Panthers rolling in here as a large favorite at minus 210. San Jose Sharks plus 172. Bobrovsky expected for the Florida Panthers. He's got a 3.07 goals against average. James Reimer coming out for the Sharks. He's got a 2.77 goals against average. He has been playing phenomenal. This Sharks team, though, they can't get the puck in the back of the net. They're only averaging 2.42 goals per game and 28.7 shots on goal. Now, Bobrovsky has been strong for the Panthers. I find it, even though it's 3.07, I find it hard to believe that the San Jose Sharks are going to find the back of his net a lot. They're averaging 3 goals and 39.5 shots on goal. James Reimer will have to stand on his head in this one. Now, the Panthers are allowing 3.1 and 27.6 shots on goal. So I really do think the Sharks are going to be completely limited with their shots on goal. I'm going to look at taking the Florida Panthers here on the puck line, laying the 1.5 at plus 115. You guys know I love that. I know you're saying don't trust that puck line. They are 1-5 on the road on the puck line right now. You look at taking them in regulation if you don't trust that puck line. I think this is a game where they have to come out and dominate. We've seen them play so strong versus San Jose, winning the last 5 meetings in San Jose, winning the last 4 meetings as a favorite, and the last 6 meetings overall. So I think the Panthers come out, dominate, but I think this is a lower scoring one. So I can hear why you're not liking the Panthers on that puck line, because I think this is a regulation game with a lower scoring one. So I could get behind the Panthers in regulation. The under is 5-2-1 in the Panthers' last 8 road games, and the under for the Sharks versus the Eastern Conference has hit in 15 of the last 21 games. So I think the under 6.5, and then the Panthers, depending on how much faith you have in them tonight. I have enough faith to take them here on the puck line at -1.5 at +115, but at regulation, it's still a good way to look at it. Okay, guys, 35 minutes. We've gone over every single one of these games. Let's do a quick. I'll do a recap and my best bets in all of these games. We're going to do it at the same time to build that parlay at the same time. We'll put in the odds after. The best bets, or the recap for the Carolina Hurricanes and the Tampa Bay Lightning. I love the under 6.5, and I lean to the Canes. So for the parlay, my best bet for this one is the under 6.5. The Canes game. The Vegas Golden Knights and the Ottawa Senators. I love Vegas here. On that money line at -140, I think is screaming value. I also like them here on that puck line. I think they come out and cover, but I do think it's going to be a lower scoring game under that 6.5. So for the parlay, for my best bet in this one, I'm going to put Vegas on the money line. But I do like them on the puck line. I just don't want to wreck the puck line in case this one is just a really low-scoring game. The Washington Capitals and the Detroit Red Wings in this one, I think the best bet and the only way I really want to bet this, although I do lean to the Capitals to get the win, is the under 6. So the under 6 will be my parlay one. We'll recap the parlay as well at the end. The Boston Bruins and the New York Rangers. I love the Rangers here in the Garden. I think this is their spot to get another win here, winning they won the last 3. I think this is their 4th win. And the Bruins win streak comes to an end. I hate to step in front of them. I think the under 6 is a great way to take this as well. I'm struggling to tell you guys which one I put in here, which one I'm more confident in. I think that's quite a lot of things. I'm going to take the Rangers on the money line for the parlay. The Montreal Canadiens and the Winnipeg Jets. Montreal, I'm going to take them on the money line here at +176. I also like the Jets team total under 3.5 at -116. That is the one that I'm going to be most confident in, is that under 3.5 for the Jets. I'm going to put that one in my parlay. Now, the New York Islanders and the St. Louis Blues. I love the Islanders team total over 2.5, actually, guys. That's at -140. And the Islanders straight up here on the money line. I think I'll take, because I think this is going to be a higher scoring game for the parlay. I'll take the Islanders over 2.5. The Seattle Kraken and the Minnesota Wild. I think the best way to take this is the over 6.5. I also love the Wild here on the money line, so that it's too high for a normal, but the Wild on the money line for the parlay. The LA Kings and the Chicago Blackhawks. This game screams over to me all day long. I got the over 6.5. I also like the LA Kings team total over 3.5. I think that is probably the better bet of the two, is the Kings team total, because they're the ones that I trust here, especially with Seth Jones out for the Chicago Blackhawks. So I'll take their over 3.5 in the parlay. The Nashville Predators and the Calgary Flames. I'm going to take the Predators here on the puck line at +1.5 at -140. And I'm going to sprinkle that money line at plus 176. I have no thoughts on the total in this one. I could see this one, if Sarah stands on his head, being a lower scoring one, but I'm going to stay off that total. For the parlay, I'm going to take the Preds on the puck line, plus 1.5. The New Jersey Devils and the Edmonton Oilers, I'm going to take the Edmonton Oilers team total over 3.5. I think that's the best bet to take in this one. I think Edmonton on the money line is the safest way for the parlay. So I'm going to take Edmonton money line for the parlay. The Anaheim Ducks and the Vancouver Canucks. I think the Ducks are quacking, just like we said. I'm going to take the Ducks here on the money line. I think they get it done today. I think this is a lower scoring one. We got a total of 6.5. I can see this one trending to that under, but I think the Ducks on the money line. What the hell? We're going to throw it in the parlay. And then the Dallas Stars and the Arizona Coyotes. You guys know I love the Dallas Stars here on the puck line, laying 1.5 at plus 110. For the parlay, I'm going to take the Stars money line. I think also that's a lower scoring game. And then the Florida Panthers and the San Jose Sharks. I think the San Jose Sharks are going to struggle in this one to get the goals. I think we've got a lower scoring one, taking the under 6.5. I think the Panthers in regulation is probably the safest bet to take. The Panthers laying 1.5. I love to. I think they're going to get it at plus 115. So for the parlay, give me the Panthers in regulation. Okay. So many games on the board. Let's go. The parlay is, let's recap it, the under 6.5 for the Carolina Hurricanes game, the Vegas Golden Knights on the money line, the Capitals game under 6, the Rangers on the money line, the Jets under 3.5 for their total, the Islanders team total over 2.5, the Wild on the money line, the Kings team total over 3.5, the Predators on the puck line plus 1.5, the Edmonton Oilers on the money line, the Ducks on the money line, the Stars on the money line, and the Panthers in regulation. 13-leg parlay. I don't know the odds yet. Gonna put them in. Let me know, you guys, which leg of this parlay is gonna screw us. We always know it's one leg. What was it? 2 days ago, it was a Wild game over 6.5. I can't remember what it was yesterday. I tell you. I can't wait for one of these to hit and all of us to cash. Again, these are long shot parlays. They're my best bets in every single game on the board. We all know how hard it is to win games, let alone win all 13 for these to hit. So sprinkle on this parlay. You know, I've been betting $10 on them. The payouts have been good if they hit, but it's like a lottery ticket, you guys. I want to thank you so much for joining me here on Pocket with Joe. I appreciate you guys so much. Have a great one. Keep smiling and let's make some freaking money. Bye, guys.